Krishna! Welcome back to Thinking of Krishna. My name is Devesani Radhika dasi, and I'm finally back home in Sridham Mayapur after traveling for a few months. Anyway, today we will continue reading from Sri Caitanya Mangala. We left off in the middle of chapter 3, Gauranga's Boyhood Pastimes. So we will continue and finish the chapter. This part is called, I'm Going Home. One day, Nimai, his body displaying a brilliant effulgence, said in a voice thundering like clouds, "O mother, please listen to me. You are making an offense. From now on, please don't eat grains on Ekadashi. Carefully follow my order." Sachimata felt surprised and hesitant. Her body swelled with motherly affection. Sachi said, "All right, I'll obey your order." Nimai was pleased. In this way, Nimai taught his mother the scriptural injunctions. Once, Nimai happily ate some pan and betel nuts given to him by a pure-hearted Brahmana. After some time, Nimai called Sachimata and said, "I'm going home. Now treat this Brahmana as your son." Nimai stood silently for a few seconds and then suddenly lay motionless on the ground. Becoming afraid, Sachimata poured Ganges water in his mouth. In a moment, Nimai recovered, illuminating the entire room with his effulgence. Lochan Das says, Nimai saying "I'm going home" needs an explanation, but who can give it? Murari Gupta, an intimate eternal associate of Lord Chaitanya, knows all Shastric truths. Damodar Pandit asked Murari Gupta, "O great soul, please explain the inner meaning of Nimai's statement, 'I'm going home.' What sort of Maya or Shakti is behind the Lord's actions? Please refer to the Shastras and explain it to me." Murari Gupta said, "Listen, do you think I know everything about the Lord? I'll speak what I understand. If it sounds reasonable to you, then accept it with faith. The Lord enters the heart of his pure devotee who hears about his activities, sees him, meditates upon him, and chants his holy names. The Lord's body is transcendental to the three modes of material nature. The body of the pure devotee is the home of the Lord. From within the heart of his devotee, the Lord can easily perform his pastimes. He considers worship of his devotee superior to his own worship. The Lord wants to be subservient to his devotee. Some people think this activity to be the working of Maya. The materialists can't understand why the Supreme Lord gives more importance to his pure devotees than himself. The Lord's body is the embodiment of bliss. He is very beautiful, completely pure, and the most treasured object. The Lord doesn't do anything else except enjoy transcendental pastimes. Therefore, why do the rascals deride him as having no qualities? The Lord never manifests himself to those covered by Maya, but he always engages in pastimes within the heart of his pure devotees. The Lord takes pleasure in seeing his devotees eating, sleeping, and enjoying different activities. Krishna treats everyone equally, but he reciprocates differently with his devotees due to the devotee's attitude of loving surrender. After seeing the Lord's activities, a non-devotee thinks, "What is this Krishna? He is nothing but an ordinary man." Krishna plays the role of an ordinary mortal. In reality, Krishna has a completely transcendental body. He is the all-powerful Lord of Lords. Anyone who doesn't accept the fact that the Lord resides in the body of his pure devotee is the lowest among men. The Vedas, Puranas, and the great devotees proclaim that the body of a pure devotee is totally pure because Lord Krishna lives within his heart. Just as the Ganges or any place of pilgrimage can purify and deliver someone, so too can the dust from the feet of a pure devotee. If a rascal misunderstands this and criticizes a pure devotee, then surely he has committed a grave offense. Thus Murari Gupta and Damodar Pandit talked happily about this intimate topic. Lochan Das finds great joy in hearing these talks. Disappearance of Jagannath Mishra. Please listen to a wonderful story which will mitigate the miseries of the heart. One day, Jagannath Mishra, the jewel among the Brahmanas, returned home after studying the Shastras in his guru's ashram. By the arrangement of Providence, Jagannath broke out in a high fever. Sachi Devi worried and cried. Nimai Pandit consoled her with some philosophy. Mother, everyone must die someday. In due course of time, even Brahma, Rudra, the vast ocean, and the Himalayas must meet with destruction. Why are you worrying over death? Gather all your friends and chant Krishna's holy names. At the critical time of death, it's a friend's duty to remind another friend of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Hearing the unfortunate news, the friends and relatives rushed to Sachi Devi's house and stood around Jagannath Mishra. Seeing his imminent death, the senior members of the family held a discussion. Vishwambar said, Mago, mother, why are you delaying? Now engage the relatives. Then Vishwambar, Sachimata, and some friends carried Jagannath Mishra's body to the Ganges. While clutching his father's feet, Vishwambar cried uncontrollably and spoke in a choked voice. You're going away, leaving me alone. I won't be able to call you father anymore. From today, my house is empty. I won't see your feet again. Now the 10 directions are filled with darkness for me. You'll no longer hold my hand and teach me. Upon hearing the tender words of his son, Jagannath Mishra tried to respond but couldn't. In a choked and feeble voice, he said, Listen, Vishwambar, I can't help but tell what's in my heart. In the future, you may forget me. So now I am submitting you to the shelter of the lotus feet of Raghunath, their family Shalagram deity. Then Jagannath Mishra absorbed himself in remembering Hari. The Brahmanas placed tulsi leaves on his neck and bathed Jagannath Mishra in the Ganges water. While surrounded by his friends and family, Jagannath Mishra, the best of the Brahmanas, chanted the holy names of Krishna and returned to Vaikuntha on a celestial chariot. Feeling great bereavement, Sachi Devi cried piteously. Clasping the feet of her husband, Sachi lamented, Oh my Lord, take me with you. I've served you for so many years and now you're going to Vaikuntha without me. I faithfully served you while you rested and when you were eating. Now I see nothing but darkness in all directions. The whole world seems void without you. From now on, I have no shelter except my little son. Where will Nimai stay and whom will he look to for guidance? A son like your Nimai is rare to find anywhere in the 3 worlds. Forgetting him, you are leaving this world behind. Nimai, the darling son of Sachi, cried profusely upon seeing his father's death and hearing Sachimata's pitiful words. The teardrops falling on Nimai's chest looked like a string of costly pearls. The crying of the Lord induced his friends, devotees, and the whole world to wail in woe. Nimai's friends tried to console him with sweet words. Vishwambar, if you keep crying, the creation will suffer. The housewives pacified Sachi Devi. Just look at your darling son Vishwambar and forget about all of this. Lord Gauranga checked his emotions and acted soberly in order to perform the necessary funeral rites for his father. Vishwambar, along with the family members, executed the details according to the prescribed Vedic rules. With great devotion, he worshipped the ancestors. He fed the Brahmanas and gave them gifts. Jagannath Mishra, the father of Lord Vishwambar, was the greatest among the Brahmanas. Anyone who hears with faith and devotion about Jagannath Mishra's disappearance and return to Vaikuntha will also attain Vaikuntha if he dies on the bank of the Ganges. Gazing at Gaurachandra's face, Sachimata sighs while thinking, If I can get Vishwambar absorbed in his studies, then he will pass his days happily. Lochan Das requests everyone to attentively hear about the wonderful character of Lord Chaitanya. The matchmaker Vanamali. One day, Sachimata took Gaura Hari by the hand and engaged him in education. Giving him to the Pandits, Sachi humbly requested, O great ones, please instruct my son. Keep him near you. Please shower him with affection and treat him just like your own son. Hearing this, the Brahmanas, feeling a bit hesitant, replied humbly, Today we have received a rare fortune. Sachimata, you have given us charge of the one who is loved by millions of Saraswatis, goddesses of learning. He will teach the whole world to chant the holy name and give his love to everyone. Sachimata, you should know that we will definitely learn from him. After leaving her son with the Pandits, Sachi Devi returned home. Sometime later, Vishwambar studied under Vishnu Pandit. Vishwambar, the guru of the universe, blessed Sudarshan and Gangadas by also learning from them. Accepting a human form, the Supreme Lord as Vishwambar studied and taught like an ordinary man. He did this to bless the people of the world. One day in the Tol, school, of Pandit Sudarshan, the Lord joked with his classmates. Smiling ever so sweetly, he humorously imitated the strange speech of the residents of East Bengal. Vishwambar's frolics pleased and enchanted everyone. At another time, Vishwambar visited the ashram of Vanamali Acharya. The Lord offered respects to the venerable Acharya. Standing up to receive the Lord, Vanamali took Vishwambar by the hand and walked outside to the road. They talked humorously together. Just then, the daughter of Vallabhacharya was walking to the Ganges with her friends. The girl's beauty, qualities, and behavior were famous throughout the three worlds. Accidentally, Vishwambar Hari glanced at her, and at that time he realized why he had appeared on this earth. Lakshmi Thakurani, the daughter of Vallabhacharya, understood the same thing. In her mind, she took the lotus feet of Vishwambar on her head. Vanamali Acharya, fully understanding their minds, paid a visit to Sachimata a few days later. Vanamali offered respects to Sachimata, smiled, and said in a sweet voice, "There is a girl just suitable to marry your son. Her beauty, qualities, and behavior are unequaled in the three worlds. She is the daughter of the illustrious Vallabha Acharya. If you desire, please give your permission." Sachidevi replied, "My son is still a boy. Let him continue studying for now. He has no father, so allow him to grow up and mature a little." Disappointed, Vanamali Acharya left abruptly. Outside on the road, he wailed loudly, "Alas, Gaurachandra!" Vanamali lamented to himself, "O purifier of the fallen souls, you are known as a kalpataru, a wish-fulfilling tree, but why aren't you satisfying my desire? All glories to you who delivered Draupadi from fear and harassment. All glories to you who rescued Gajendra from the jaws of the crocodile. All glories to you who delivered Ajamil from the prostitute. O Father of the universe, now please give me your mercy and save me." While attending school, Vishwambar became aware of Vanamali's distress. Vishwambar packed up his books, bade farewell to his guru, and left the toll. He walked with the beautiful gait of a mad elephant. The ornaments on Gauranga's body were shining brightly. The universe became charmed by seeing his hair hanging in bunches of curly locks. Gaura's splendidly colored lips defeated the hue of red bandhuli flowers. His dazzling white teeth looked like rows of pearls. Patches of fragrant sandalwood paste beautified his mind-enchanting form. Very fine white cloth was expertly and attractively wrapped around his graceful form. The Lord's transcendental beauty surpassed the captivating power of millions of cupids. Indeed, Gauranga's delightful form is like Cupid's net for ensnaring the innocent deer that are the hearts of the chaste girls of Nadia. Vishwambar walked quickly down the road to meet Vanamali Acharya. Indeed, Vishwambar is a wish-fulfilling tree to satisfy the desires of his devotees. Seeing Vishwambar in the distance, Vanamali raised his hand and ran to meet the Lord while crying, "Ha! Alas!" Vanamali fell at Mahaprabhu's feet. The Lord smiled, quickly picked him up and embraced him. Vishwambar asked in a sweet voice, "Acharya, where have you been?" Vanamali replied, "Listen, Vishwambar, your mother is good-natured, so I revealed my mind to her. I told her about a girl who was just suitable to be your marriage partner. She's full of all good qualities and is the daughter of Vallabha Acharya. She's the perfect match for you. But when I proposed this to your mother, she didn't consider it important, so now I'm returning home." The Lord listened silently, smiled slightly, and went home. Seeing Vishwambar's sweet smile, Vanamali became hopeful that the Lord would soon marry. He felt happy as he walked home. At home, Vishwambar asked his mother, "What did you say to Vanamali Acharya? He looked very morose when I just saw him on the road. I felt unhappy to see his sad face. What did you say to make him so upset?" Sachimata immediately understood the inner meaning of her son's words. She sent someone to quickly bring Vanamali Acharya. Overwhelmed with bliss, Vanamali ran to Sachidevi's house. He fell at her feet and in a faltering voice said, "Why have you called me?" Sachidevi said, "Carry out your previous proposal. To satisfy everyone, I sanction Vishwambar's marriage. Your affection for Vishwambar is greater than mine. Now just make the necessary arrangements for his marriage." Happily accepting Sachidevi's request, Vanamali Acharya ran to Vallabha Acharya's house with the proposal. Vallabha Acharya cordially welcomed the Acharya and said, "I am fortunate to see you. Please tell me why you have come." Vanamali said, "I have been drawn to your house because of your continual affection. Sri Vishwambar, the son of Jagannath Mishra, comes from an exalted Brahmana family and possesses all good qualities and character. Providence himself has decorated Vishwambar with all wonderful attributes. He is glorified throughout the three worlds. Therefore, how is it possible for me to adequately describe him? Vishwambar is definitely the perfect person to become your son-in-law. Now you decide." Vallabha Acharya said, "I am very grateful to hear your proposal. Because I am poor, however, I have nothing to give in charity except my beautiful daughter. If this is acceptable to you, then I am ready to offer my daughter in marriage to Vishwambar. The rishis, sages, ancestors, and demigods will rejoice over this marriage. This marriage arrangement must be the result of my having performed many austerities. You are my greatest friend. Although until now I didn't express it, you are fulfilling my deepest desire." Vanamali went to Sachidevi's house to inform her about the conversation. Hearing about it and becoming pleased, Sachidevi gave her blessings to Vanamali. Sachi's friends and relatives happily received the news, approved unanimously, and chanted, "Very good, very good." Jai Haribo. That concludes chapter 3 of Adi Khanda. Next we will hear from chapter 4, Gauranga's Pastimes of Youth, the marriage of Vishwambar and Lakshmi Priya. Thank you so much for listening or reading along. See you next time. Hare Krishna.